Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. For today's video I wanted to talk about how I personally try to deal with my anxiety. Doing these things does help me. However, obviously just bear in mind that everybody is of course very different. We all deal with things and react to things very different, so just bear that in mind. I hope that this video does help some of you. So let's just jump right into it. I've made a list on my phone here. And the first one that I want to talk to you about is actually meditation. And I have been meditating for not too long, I think about a month and a half-ish. And I feel like it really helps focus my brain on more positive things, stay calm as well, depending on the kind of meditation that you want to do. So actually I'm just getting the channel up on my phone, but the specific channel that I like, which I will link down below for meditation, is this channel right here, and it is called Jason Stevenson. And I often meditate for a positive mindset. I tend to do it a couple of times a day for at least 5 minutes each, and sometimes I may do it more. I personally prefer guided meditations, but you can have meditation where it's just the music. Now, moving on to number 2. So this one is actually medication, and again, this is definitely one that is not for everyone. We all react to tablets and medication that is supposed to help our mental health very differently depending on the type of person we are. And so obviously I'm not going to shove tablets down your throat, but at the moment for my anxiety I'm taking sertraline, and I recently increased the dose. I'm currently on 150 milligrams and I take it once a day, and I actually take it on a night. But I feel like sertraline has helped me become a more relaxed and chilled out person. Number 3 is listening to calming music, and again this is where that meditation channel that I will leave in the description box linked for you guys, and that's where that channel comes in once again, because I actually listen to a specific calming music from him, and I tend to do this on a morning when I first wake up and I'm getting ready, getting changed, washing my face, brushing my teeth, all that sort of stuff, and then I listen to it again on a night, probably about an hour before I want to settle down to go to sleep. And this is the one that I actually listen to, and it's called Calming Music for Peace of Mind with Peaceful Brainwave Comfort Music. And this actually, the video lasts for an hour, and yeah, I listen to that a couple of times in a day, and I feel like it does prepare me well to go to sleep. I often feel more relaxed after I've listened to the music. Number 4 is doing calming activities like doing crosswords. I have, I think it's called Cody Cross, an app on my phone, and it is loads and loads of crosswords. And not only do I feel like it helps me learn, and it kind of educates me more, but on top of that, it's very calming for me because I'm focusing my brain on what the answers are to the questions so I can fill in the crosswords. So I feel like it's good for just focusing your brain on the crossword rather than other things that might bother you. So yeah, I tend to do this for a little while before I go to sleep. Number 5 is adult colouring books. I actually have a one that I use. It has loads of pictures of cats in it, and I find that really helpful when I'm traveling, really, more than anything else. So yeah, I do tend to do that more like when I'm traveling on a plane or in the car or whatever. I'll just be sat and I'll be colouring away in my little adult colouring book, and yeah, it's really peaceful and really helpful. Number 6 is writing. Now, I've always been someone who loves creative writing. I love life writing, poetry, every kind of genre that you can think of, I just love doing. And sometimes, you know, I'll be laying in bed at like 11 o'clock at night and a narrative will come into my brain and I have to write it down, and I'll be writing for like half an hour trying to jot all these ideas down, and then I'll write a big story about it. And that is something, like I said, that I've always done. I've always incorporated my thoughts and feelings and emotions down into my work, and You know, that's what I did when I studied at university doing English studies with creative writing. I often spoke about mental health in my creative writing pieces, so that is something that definitely helps me because it's a way of getting my feelings out instead of me like self-harming or something like that, which I have had problems with for a lot of years. So that has definitely helped me. Number 7 is actually just listening to music in general. Music is something that has always made me happy. Some of my favourite bands and artists out there now are like people like Lady Gaga and Baby Metal, and I know they're two very different genres of music, but that is just what I like. I like a bit of everything, like every genre of music I love. So listening to music really helps me, and it can make me happy, it can make me excited, it can make me forget about anything else that I could be bothered about. Number 8 is actually thinking or saying certain mantras. Now I have numerous quotes, especially from Dr. Seuss, that I like to repeat in my mind or repeat vocally, and I tend to think that that really helps me just with the whole positive mindset and things like that. One of my favourite quotes, actually, I have it written down by Dr. Seuss, is this one right here. You're off to great places, today's your day, your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. And that I think is a really nice one. And the other one by Dr. Seuss that I tend to think about a lot is be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind. And I love that one as well. And yeah, so that might be something that may help you. Again, it's not for everybody, but I like to just do little things like that. Number 9 is just being around my animals and my family. I am definitely someone who just loves being around family, friends, my partner, and just my animals. I'm a massive animal lover, as you guys probably know if you've been with this channel for a while. Number 10 is anytime that things get too much for me and I'm at home, I tend to come up here in my room, sit down somewhere in a corner and close my eyes and just try to focus my brain. It's not quite meditation, but it's kind of close to that. I sit, I close my eyes, and I try to think about all of the positive, happy things in my life. And the final one, actually, that I'm going to talk about today is challenging myself every now and again. And I don't mean this because obviously I know that, you know, with anxiety and other mental health problems, it's easier said than done to put yourself out there into situations that absolutely just scare the living hell out of you. But honestly, I feel like just doing a little bit at a time and taking baby steps. So for example, I was very, very nervous about going to work and, you know, customer service, interacting with the general public. And I was nervous about being on the till and serving customers. And when I forced myself to do that, because that is part of my job, I realised that yes, you get some horrible customers and you get some horrible people, but you know what? It really I put myself out there to just be a nice person, to try and just be calm, and you know what? Mistakes happen, problems happen, but you know, that kind of, I think in a way has taught me to remain calm, and also just, it's taught me to interact with people better. So I think little challenges, obviously with mental health, anxiety, depression, things like that, it's all, I think personally, about the baby steps of doing things. So that is all of my ways that I currently deal with my anxiety. Like I said, we're all different. However, I wanted to share these with you guys. Hopefully, you know, some of these may help you in some way. That would be great. But thank you so much for watching, making it to the end of this video. If you liked it, make sure to leave it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, click on the subscribe button. Thanks a lot for watching once again, you guys, and I hope to see you in my next video.